I probably should have put them
Hello, everyone.
Can't hear anything.
We've had a few delays with delivery, so pardon a few people who may be chomping away. It's totally cool. But welcome to Nuuli Forged. It's so nice to see you all this week on this bright and shining Wednesday. And good times last time. This time, better times. It'll be great.
Will it?
I mean, it depends, on what you do and how the dice decide to hate you. Hey, DJ Lemma, thanks for the follow. Nice to see you, buddy. Starting the show off right. I love it. Cool. Well, let's do a quick round of intros, and let's start with our beloved Mike up in this corner over here.
Right. Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Mike. I'm playing Defect Warforged Barbarian, level 5. I'm sorry. Was there a question attached to that, or just hello and that's it?
Oh yeah, by all means. Let's find out what's your character's favorite. No, what kind of Hawaiian shirt would your characters wear on a tropical vacation? I want color and I want motif. So,
okay,
go for it.
Yeah, that threw me off when you didn't have a question to ask.
You just had to ask. This is like terrible.
It just felt, I don't know, empty without an answer to something.
Yeah.
Well, now I have given you the answer.
You had to make us all into boomers.
No, you gave us the question.
Yeah. So the answer is for Hawaiian shirt. Defect would wear, I don't know, a brown and green style Hawaiian shirt with beavers on them. I don't know, like
great.
Not ducks. Not ducks.
Colors and animals, and that's it.
All right, brown and green beavers sold.
I'm telling the ducks.
Oh. All right. Well, let's move on from Defective Mike all the way down to Amber.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amber. I play Grig, the Goblin Artificer. And, I mean, if it's red and it had, like, lots of big, giant, shiny sunflowers, like gold and pointy and shiny everywhere, and maybe the buttons would be that, like, that shiny pearly thing. That sounds like a shirt that I would wear on a beach. Wait.
Great. I love it. And moving on down the line to Sarah.
Oh, hey, that's me. I'm
Yeah.
Sarah, and I'm playing Olive, the half-orc druid. And Olive on a beach. I mean, if she has to wear a Hawaiian shirt, it would probably be probably gray and blue, and might have cactuses on it because she's not really that kind of a.
Okay, cool. Gray and blue cactuses. I love it. Moving next in line to the bottom corner, we got Tanner.
What you call me?
The bottom corner.
All right. I am Tanner. I'm playing Adis, the human ranger. And Hawaiian shirt. God, they're so ugly. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Flamingos.
Pink and juniper colored flamingos.
Oh yes, because that fits Adis's aesthetic. Probably it'd be black as dark as his eyeliner, and maybe with green leaves or something. I don't know.
Very cool. And last but most certainly not least, Matt. Enlighten us and introduce yourself and your character. Oh, we don't have you.
No, we can't hear you at all, Matt. No.
Nope. We had you earlier. Check.
That microphone is
Check your-
adorable.
It's very cute. It would
Yeah,
be
it's very
cuter if it
cute.
worked.
Look at that. All right. Well, hopefully Matt can
Type it
figure
in the
this
chat
out.
and someone will read it for you. There'll be fish on his shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
there
fish.
will be fish. There will be green and blue fish.
Blue
And
fish.
turtles.
Yep.
Oh, bluefish. All right.
Green and blue fish with turtles. Wonderful. Thanks,
Is
Matt.
it gonna be the design of that travel thing that they did in Nemo? I'm blanking. Remember that current? The
oh,
Pacific current or whatever
yeah.
it is?
Yeah, the great Pacific current that Crush hangs out in. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That design.
All right. Well, before Disney comes after us to own our souls for mentioning their properties on stream, let's hope that Matt can fix Spoot's voice and dive right in
Woohoo.
to Nuuli Forged, shall we? All right. Last time on Nuuli Forged, our heroes entered the town of Southbrook into the town hall, battling their way through the defenses in search of their friend Olive. They managed to interrogate one individual, allowing them to leave after pumping them for information about their foes. The party continued moving through the town hall. They threatened some unseen people in a room they didn't enter nor engage with, but eventually found an acolyte of Paylor named Suzanne locked in a cell. She shared more information with the party, asked them to help save the townsfolk, and upon recovering her holy symbol, offered prayers of healing to them. The party did end up recovering Olive, locked in a small room, but the folks they had threatened were nowhere to be seen. Bolstering their drive, they attempted to storm the tavern. Pardon me. They attempted to storm the tavern where the boss, a dwarf woman that had been named to them as Lakama, was holed up. However, despite reliable information and expert distraction from local sheep, the party found that the Red Crows were ready for them. They had hostages and a strong position. The Red Crows gave out an ultimatum: leave or watch as the townsfolk were slaughtered. After some quick debate, the party opted to leave, noticing that at least one individual was mounted on a hippogriff following them while they departed. Gathering up their tools and their backpacks and all their stuff, they headed for their hidden promontory, and the party has decided to camp, sullen, downtrodden at their failure, and they have noticed all the while as the sun sets and darkens that bodies seem to be heading towards the tavern in large groups and numbers. So this is where we pick up, on a sullen camp with the weight of responsibility and failure hanging over the party. So we're going to rewind time just a little bit from where we ended last session and go, instead of after your long rest, we're just going to go to the start of your evening as you have set camp and you have all watched as various crowds have been forced to move towards the town hall. So what are you all doing as you feel the events of this day kind of come to fruition?
Well, when you said they're moving people, I can't remember. Were we too far away to make specifics?
Yes, you were too far away
Okay.
to make out details, but you could see groups of people moving.
So it's just like, the kind of like we can see groups of ants. Like they're just like, how far away are we?
We're outside the town.
You are a couple miles away on the same promontory before.
Okay.
So you're, I wouldn't say a couple miles. I would say you're a few 100 feet away on a small, like, little hilly promontory. You are probably about a 15-minute walk away from the front gates of the town at this point.
Okay.
I'll start if anyone
Yeah,
else is.
yeah. Go ahead.
Um,
Spoot, nice to hear you.
Yeah, sorry. It's because I'm done. No worries. I'll try not to let it affect the evening. So Spoot is this sullenest of sullen at this, and he's racked with grief and guilt. So he's going to sort of separate himself. When we get back to the camp, I think he was going to set out a little ways away on his own and kind of dedicate his time to some prayer and also finishing his tile set and try to focus all his energy on that.
Yeah, no problem. So as you are out there, pardon me while I open a beverage. As you are out there, you feel a sense of calm overtake yourself as you are focusing on your prayers and your desire to finish this in order to complete a spell that you've been working for and you know about.
Thirsty Jared.
Yeah. Whew, sorry. It was a long day.
Fair.
You get the sense of ease as you are painting and carving your tile set, and your hands begin to work on their own without too much of a forethought from it. And as you complete them, a few of the tiles turn over.
Oh.
And you automatically cast, for the first time, the spell you've been hoping to cast. And what is that spell, Spoot?
It's fish. No, just kidding. I wish. It is augury. Did I say it right?
Augury, yeah?
Yeah.
Augury.
And what does augury do?
Well, there you can see it.
Yeah.
Basically, it should. Let me
Yes.
just skip to the summary part. I will receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. Well, that's kind of disappointing.
A lot of omens about your plans to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you
Well, does
didn't.
food give
I
me
guess
Well,
poison?
so
my-
you didn't actually cast the spell. The spell just sort of happened for you,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
which is a weird and interesting happenstance. You've never had a spell just fire on its own before.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And as it does, you realize this, and you get a sense of warmth, and you feel as though you've caught the ear once again of your divine God, and hopefully supportive answers will be forthcoming should you
Okay.
choose to meditate on things longer. Perhaps you'll get a prophetic dream of some sort once you actually go to bed. Who
Okay.
knows? But you spend a few hours once you've set up camp working on these, so this takes you a while.
Okay.
Meanwhile, what's everybody else up to?
Olive is probably playing with the fire and cutting stuff up and burning it, cutting up like twigs and stuff and burning it. And she does not appear to be carrying any kind of knife, so she's probably chucking rocks at a tree somewhere because she's pretty pissed off at her own inability to save her friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah, as you are doing so, a single chipmunk kind of comes out from a warren underground and just kind of watches you for a few minutes.
I will not throw a rock at the chipmunk.
Yeah, totally.
I shoot the chipmunk.
The chipmunk appreciates that, I'm sure.
Olive will, however, chuck a rock at Adis if he shoots her chipmunk.
So the chipmunk kind of runs up to you, and you notice as it does that it's got something in its cheek. And it pops it out, and it's a little acorn. And it kind of runs up to you and like hops in your lap as you're sitting there kind of throwing twigs into the fire. And it just kind of pops the acorn out of its cheek and puts it on your leg and then scampers off again.
I'll pick up the acorn.
It appears to just be an acorn. Make either an insight or an animal handling check. Your choice.
Why are we not playing nice?
I don't know.
Cool. Okay, well. Let's just do it this way. And I get a
Right.
+7 to that, so that's 18.
Great. Is that insight or animal handling?
That's animal handling.
Great. So you get the sense that this chipmunk could tell that you were in a foul mood, but it also could tell that you're close to nature. So it decided to try to make you feel better by doing what it does when it feels sad and eat an acorn. So it shared its acorn with you in an effort to make you feel better.
That's so thoughtful.
That is
That's
absurdly
adorable.
cute. It's too cute. Stop it.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
will gnaw on the acorn.
All right. It's a little damp because it's been inside the cheek of a chipmunk, but it's, acorny.
But he brought it to me, and therefore I'm going to nibble on it.
Yeah, totally.
I've got big teeth.
Absolutely, you do. And our lovely friend Adis, I believe you had something you wanted to say.
No, I'm just off hunting.
Okay, go ahead. Make a survival check for me.
I did. It was 18.
Okay.
I rolled it earlier.
Okay. So as you are off hunting, you do manage to find like an errant pig or something that you are
God damn
able to take down.
Can I carry it?
Yeah, you can carry it. And in doing so, you discover something on the ground. It looks like a small emblem of some kind.
Okay. Do I hear the voice of Grig in my head telling me not to touch it?
That's up to you.
Somehow Grig is the cautious one. Well, only in regards to Adis and rocks.
Can I inspect it before picking it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Investigation?
Sure.
Jesus, I ate too fast.
All right.
17.
All right, yeah. So a 17, you check it out, and it appears to be just a kind of like punched leather amulet of some kind. It looks like it has a circle that is broken in a few spots, similar to the markings you found on those orcs days ago, early on in your trek.
The orcs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I will just pick it up, put it in my pocket. Did I get the pig yet, or is this before I get the pig?
You've got the pig already. You found this
Okay.
after the fact.
Okay. I'll just collect it to bring back to everybody and show them.
All right, yeah. It's been there for a while. Like, it's not like it just recently fell on the ground. It's been there for probably a few months, if not more.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
That's it for me.
yeah. Yep, cool. So you're spending some time doing that. What are Defect and Greg? What are you two up to? You don't have to do
Watching
something
troop
together. I'm
movements.
just assuming you are.
I'm watching troop movements for sure,
Okay.
and
Good.
also like awkwardly shifty eyesing over at Boot. Like, is he okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Olive's upset about something.
Mhm.
I don't know. What's their deal? We're not dead.
You can make a perception check to watch the troop movements, and then an insight check.
Awesome. And
That's
Defect can be sitting with me. That would be cozy. But that's, perception. Not 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Whoa.
And insights. Oh, 9.
Yeah.
Perfect.
9!
So you are more focused on watching the town. Spoot is on your mind. You're trying to read him a little bit, but you don't really get too much out of him. His back's to you. It's hard to read expressions off of the back of a shell. But that being said, you are very focused on seeing what's going on in the town, and you just see groups of people being moved towards the tavern, the Southbrook Tavern, where you were all threatened and forced to evacuate Southbrook from.
With the nat 20, do I get any, differences between, who I think is townspeople and who I think are bandits? And
Yeah, it seems like all the townspeople that you pick out, they all seem to be bound in some way, like bound by their wrists or tied together with rope or something. Previously, any townsfolk you encountered hadn't really been bound, so you can tell by the way they're moving that this is a new development.
Okay.
And
then, of course,
the guard and the Red Crows seem to be moving around the tavern, coming in and out, disappearing for a while, coming back to it, but always returning to the tavern. You do notice that there is another building that just has one person standing on guard like the whole time. That person does not go towards the tavern, but it's on like the other side of town.
interesting. And of course, the question of numbers, any sense, because the range we had before was between 30 and 50, guessing wise, but
Yeah, with a natural 20, you think it's probably closer to like maybe 20 or 15. You haven't
Okay.
you can't get an accurate count because they're not like all out of the tavern at one time. They're coming and going. It's hard, you can't make out details, but it's hard to tell exactly how many there is, but you don't think there's another 50. You think that's probably an overestimation.
cool.
So we put a
Um,
decent dent in things.
Possibly.
What?
So we probably put a decent dent in their numbers.
I mean, yeah, we killed 12, right?
Something like that.
And I killed one while you all were outside.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
One.
possibly.
All right, I guess they could revivify technically. And the building that has the single guard at all times, is there any notable feature, something I could say, hey Olive, do you know anything about this building that looks like blah?
No, it looks like just a house.
Okay.
Cool. So you're doing that. Defect, what are you up to?
So I am, in fact, sitting next to Greg, and I'm sharpening my axe, blowing off the on it. And he's reflecting on the day's events. And what he doesn't tell anyone is the fact that he enjoyed what he was doing. He loved the thrill of battle. He loved going to each person, knocking them down, turning them to dust. And there's a moment where, recounting that last part, tavern, where he thinks to himself, I should have just gone in. Who cares about the townspeople?
Mm-hmm.
And it troubles him for just a minute. Not even a minute, 10 seconds. Because he wonders if that has something to do with who he is and what he is. You know,
Mhm.
like the fact that he doesn't care for these people, that he just wants to go in and bash some brains. Does that mean like he's built for what he's doing now, just to kill, or is there a higher purpose to him? Can he go past it? Anyways, he keeps this all inside,
Sure.
and we'll call this character development.
Go ahead, make an insight check on yourself.
Oh my god, I love this.
Oh man.
So with a 6, defect,
Reading the poetry.
you don't have any answers. You don't know. It's weird. Like, you keep thinking, oh, maybe you were built. People keep calling me a construct. But you don't feel like that's right. But you don't know what else to do with this information. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just weird. You don't know exactly what your origins are at the moment, but yeah, you don't know if you can be more than what you are, but you also don't know what you are, so it's hard to, justify and reconcile all that together.
Yes, you get me, Master. You get me.
This is really sad to hear.
Aw.
But you think it's all internal.
I know. That's the thing. Like, we had no idea.
I just love that, yeah, Greg doesn't even think to, like, check on the emotional state of Defect. Just,
Greg's like, Defect's
sitting
grinding his
next to
gears.
Defect. Defect's great.
Yeah, it doesn't
Tanner
show.
is looking forward to the documentary on the murder rampage.
Yeah.
Add it to my serial killer list.
Funny, he only killed humans.
Stupid humans.
Greg will learn someday.
So ultimately, Spoot completes his tile set. Adis returned with a boar.
I'm just like
or
at this
pig,
point
actually.
dragging it by a leg. Defect, I can't move this.
Defect gets up and walks over and like picks it up with one hand and
Mm-hmm.
My 11 strength is tired after this whole day.
Yep.
And,
And you all.
what, a 400-pound pig or something? How big is this pig?
It's not that big. It's not like a wild boar. It's like a domesticated pig that got out. So it's probably
Okay.
like.
I mean, that's still
Suckling
chunky.
pig.
Yeah,
They
it's probably
still
like
get
80
pretty big.
pounds. Like it's big, but it's not like as massive as like a huge wild boar would be.
Okay.
But that's okay.
Kind of pig.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a suckling pig with an apple in its mouth.
Oh, it's a truffle pig. I shouldn't have killed it. That's our economy. We now find truffles.
Great. So you all have some dinner, and it's time for some watches.
When I'm working, can I insight check the group just like as a general gauging their emotions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody's pissed off.
Oh yeah, but
Except for maybe Grig.
Greg is focused on solving the problem now.
Mm-hmm.
Grig doesn't
You
let
didn't have-
emotions get in the way.
Lol.
We're not bleeding, so therefore we're fine.
All right. So
we're not dead yet.
Adis, with an 18, you can sense that Spoot is introspective and feels unsure about a lot of things. You think, based on his facial features, as he kind of walks back with his tile set box. You can easily tell that Olive is pissed off. Greg,
She's throwing shit.
yeah, it's not hard to tell. She's very clear that she's annoyed. Greg is... you get the sense that Greg is calculating something, trying to solve a problem. They are fervently watching the town and scanning it, looking around, trying to pick up details. So it's possible they're working on a plan, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Defect is very hard to read, but you get the sense that he is also thinking introspectively, but you don't know about what. The general atmosphere seems to be one of uncertainty and kind of overbearing self-disappointment.
Ah. Okay.
Defect, want to do first watch with me?
Defect 9.
Okay. All right. You begin your first watch. Nothing's going to happen. It's just if you want to say anything, or if you want to talk about anything, you are at liberty to do so.
I think everyone's upset.
It was a tough battle, Rig.
I mean,
And despite the numbers that we've put to the ground, we still were not able to help Olive / not Carolee.
yeah, I guess that's true. But we're not dead yet, and we did kill a lot of them. So why aren't they happy?
I'm not happy. I think I did not kill enough.
That's understandable.
More
But are you a little
death.
happy that we killed a lot of them? I mean, like, there are many fewer now. There are only like 12 to 15, it looks like. So we could, like, do it again.
I would like that. I want to feel the blade of my.
Concern.
I'm trying to decide.
You're asleep.
Do I get a sense of concern? Like, I guess that's an insight check?
No, this is Tanner. Just like very concerned.
I'll be honest. Defect, you hiccuped for me, so I'm not sure what you said.
Oh, I mean, I think we captured that moment. But basically, I said
He wants
that
to kill more
Ethan-
things.
Yeah, he wants to kill more things. He wants to hear his axe sing to him.
Oh, okay.
That was really cool.
I mean, so Greg, you know that when he kills something with his axe, sometimes they turn to dust.
Yeah. And they did that a lot this time, which I honestly think is kind of cool. Hey, I wonder how does your axe do that? Do you know? Do you, like, know when it is about to do it, or like?
Unless I do, Jared. Do I?
You do not know the origins or the mechanics of the axe. Well, no, you don't know the origins of the axe. You don't know why it was created, but you know that it turns stuff to dust when you kill it.
Okay, so Defect says, I don't know what or why or how. I only know that it does, and that is enough for me.
I will say, if you allow it, Greg, you can look at the axe and make an Arcana check on it.
I will ask
Yeah.
that, because I'll say, but is it enough for you? Because, I mean, it's not enough for you, like, about you. Don't you want to know? Can I look?
I pass her the axe. The axe. Say, if you can find out more, please.
Yeah, with a 10 Arcana check, Greg, you don't learn any new secrets about this axe that you didn't already know.
All right. Well, I guess I can't really tell anything right now, but maybe I'll think about it and I'll, like, try again another time, just like with you.
Yeah, you've been a little preoccupied today, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe we can come up with a plan and fix it, and maybe they'll be happy then.
Are you happy, Greg?
I mean, I'm not dead, and I got a bunch of money. You want some?
No, thank you.
All right. Well, if you want anything, you know, I got money.
Thanks, Sugar Mama.
Oh, what? My God.
The end.
Wait, but if their pronouns are they them, what sugar? Oh,
Sugar.
it wouldn't be sugar mama.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Sugar parent?
No.
Sugar parent.
Actually, yeah.
Let's move on.
These are the important questions.
This is important.
It is. It is.
Using the party to-
I suppose it would be
Ask
up
the audience.
to. Oh,
I am
I've got it in
Your
chat.
first
Has the
Instagram
answer.
poll.
I've got it in chat. Has the answer. Sugar parental unit.
No, that doesn't roll off the tongue.
Sugar Goblin.
Not so
Sugar
much.
Goblin.
Sugar
sounds nice.
Goblin.
Sugar,
Sugar
Goblin.
sugar
That's right,
partner.
baby. I'm your
sugar
Sugar
goblin.
Goblin.
There you go.
I'm just
Sugar
seeing this
goblin.
name with like what's like Sugar Parent, Sugar Goblin. Sorry, I'll quit now.
I don't know. I kind
Okay,
of like
we're done.
sugar unit. Sugar unit's pretty good.
Sugar unit.
Yeah.
But sugar
That
goblin.
sounds like
I'm
just
your
putting
sugar
something in
goblin.
coffee.
But we'll go with sugar goblin.
I'm gonna go with Sugar Goblin.
Fair enough.
Sucrose surrogate.
Sucrose surrogate.
I'm fine.
All right.
All
I
right.
like making you RP, Mick.
All right. So, anything else during your watch, Defect and Grig?
Not at this moment. Not from Defect.
Okay. All right. The next watch is passed off. Who's up next?
I will take it. I probably should have said something before they made their watch. We can maybe retcon and say that Spoot just says, you can get me when your watch is finished.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I always imagine
Yeah, get the
you've
other guy who
you've
can't
talked
see him.
about your watch schedule before it happens, so you can go with it.
Yeah, I feel like usually Defect and I are first or second or, whatever. So
Mhm.
Or, the middle of the night when you can see nothing. Yeah.
Grig uncharacteristically wakes Boot as carefully as they are able.
I'm curious, how do you wake Spoot? Because he is entirely inside of a shell.
I probably stick my
never-
head in and go, "Hey, it's your turn." But this time, I would imagine
like
that
that's
Grig is like
invasive.
at the front whispering.
Everyone else
Oh.
minds knocking on his shell.
Greg just goes in the shell.
Yeah,
Greg just
go ahead.
dives in.
I love that. Oh, that's perfect. I've never thought to ask before how people wake me up. Okay, I will very, very gently emerge. As not to seem startled.
Mhm.
How are you feeling, by the way?
Well, I think that we should do it again. Like, we should go fix it. I don't know. We can
You're
kill all of them.
You're right, Greg. You're right. Try to get some rest, and we've got a lot to talk about in the morning.
Okay. Have a good watch.
I think I will. And I'll wander out of the tent.
Okay, great. So you are on watch, Spoot. What are you doing on this watch?
I think I'm going to take out my tile set again
Mm-hmm.
and just leave it there, just to like kind of test a theory or something,
Yeah.
since it sort of auto did it earlier. Other than that, I think I'm just going to spend some time reflecting, and I'm probably honestly not watching so well as I am just like lost in my own thoughts, but trying to use that to focus my spiritual mind, if you will.
Okay. Yeah. Your tile set does not react as anything more than a focus for you this time around.
Maybe I'm like holding one or something.
Yeah, but as you run them between your fingers, you do get a sense of calm, which is very refreshing after the past few hours. And you get
Definitely.
the sense that sleep is a good idea when your watch is done.
Okay, good. I think I will rest easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So indeed, your watch does come to a close. Who are you waking up?
We didn't talk about this literally, did we?
No.
I
No.
I feel more comfortable getting Adis. Yeah,
Okay.
Sorry, Adis.
Fine.
Olive might be snippy with you at this point.
Yeah. I didn't need an inside check to see. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, when I wake up Olive, I'm gonna use like my longbow as like a stick. It's like
She's a little grumpy.
Maybe she needs more time sleeping, and then she'll be fine.
right. I break out the mushroom alcohol.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, I'm just kidding. Alright, this is just gonna. How did anybody like dim the campfire or put it out? Or is
I
it still
assume
just, like,
so,
going
yeah.
full?
I assume it's dim at this point.
Okay. Yeah, Adis is just gonna sit outside. Oh Jesus. And just keep. He's just gonna say like, "Malora, what have I got myself into?" He's just like watching the village and just continuing to do what Greg did. Just like watching them, the bandits.
Yeah. Yeah, the only lights that are on appear to be coming from that building that you now know to be the tavern. There's no other lights anywhere in town.
Have I seen like this dwarf boss lady exit at all, or?
It's really hard to make out details this far away. You know, you don't have a full like panoramic view of the town. You're not quite like up
Gotcha.
overwatching it. So it's just kind of, you can see a lot of the town, but you don't get that much detail out of it.
Okay.
But you haven't actually seen that individual yet. You've just heard about her and possibly heard her voice.
Yeah, that's why I was just trying to get like a facial or like some sort of like enough detail to maybe have a plan.
Yeah. Gotcha. But yeah, nothing occurs on your watch. However, Spoot, you dream.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you dream this night. As you dream, a familiar silver-skinned female appears. As you dream, you are sitting at your campfire with your tiles set out in front of you. And next to you is this silver-skinned woman, the golden orbs for eyes that you've seen before. And she looks at you. Had a rough day.
Sorry, am I able to respond in these streams? I can't remember if I ever have before.
Yeah, you can respond.
Oh, okay. Then I will answer. I will say, yes, it's left me very confused, I think, and well, guilty.
Guilty of what?
Of not knowing the right way, of not knowing the best solution, and failing to help those people left behind.
Ah, Spoot. The road is not always straight. It wanders, it forks, it branches, it comes back together. When one travels to the horizon, you never know what you will find, nor what you will see. What you learn along the way is the point. Sometimes... Sorry.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I'm trying to impart some celestial wisdom here, and you're getting all up in my grill.
No. I was trying to be so thankful.
It's all right. I know your heart is in the right place, Spoot. And I'm not the only one. But sometimes when you reach the destination, you realize it's just another stop in the road. And sometimes what you've learned is about yourself. More so than what you might find in a book. You've learned something about yourself today. And you've learned that you care about people and the well-being of others in a way you perhaps didn't realize before. However, I don't think this is the only thing that troubles you.
Spoot has no words at this point. He's almost maybe ashamed to answer.
There is no shame in question, Spoot.
I don't think I've ever asked who you are.
It doesn't matter my name. What matters is that he who travels has sent me to look in on you from time to time.
Well, that makes me feel much better. I often wonder if I am on the right path or even heading in the right direction.
Do you want
I'm
to
not
hear
sure.
a secret, Spoot?
I would like that very much.
There is no right path. They're all right. It's just your path.
Well, these words are comforting, and I really hope I can take them to heart and also be a better example for others that are traveling as well. I think we have some in our party that may be a little lost themselves.
It is good if you wish to help others find a path of their own choosing. All who live must travel the road of their life. And sometimes those roads travel side by side with one another in parallel. Sometimes they even join and form one road. Sometimes they cross for a while and then diverge again. Fate is a tricky thing to understand, and even harder to control. However, Spoot, I will say, fate can always be influenced by you mortals. It is perhaps your strongest ability.
I will have to remember that and use that knowledge well. I want to continue this journey, and I think maybe my biggest fear is that the journey will end too soon, or maybe the journey of one of my companions will end before its time, and I don't want to be responsible for that.
I understand. But do remember, the road is not without peril, or bumps, or even potholes. The road before you is as fraught with danger as it is with peace and ease. Life is not easy. It is difficult and hard to navigate. But I will tell you this, Spoot. Through inaction, you do just as much as you do through action. So if you choose to not act out of fear, it has the same result as if you chose to do ill. Do not think this is some portent of destiny that I give you. Just a little bit of friendly knowledge that I've garnered over some time.
Well, I thank you much for your wisdom, and I will continue to pray for guidance, and I'm certainly open to suggestions if you want to check in with me more often.
Well, as you know, there's a long road ahead, and I'm sure our paths will cross again.
I hope they do. And I'm going to kind of, I think, trail off and just sort of lost in the thought of everything that was, told to me tonight.
Yeah, you come back into yourself and you turn your head once more to perhaps ask another question, but the individual is gone.
Well, I guess that was all my questions.
As your dreams kind of retake a less solid form, you dream of roads and mountain passes and forest paths and busy highways and trade routes. You see shipping lanes, and you dream of footpaths on grassy knolls. The ever-changing road that you have before you and behind you. And Adis, it is the end of your watch.
Alright. I will take out my longbow and poke Olive.
Okay, all of you are awoken.
I'm gonna snarl in his general direction and go sit by the fire.
Okay.
Back to bed.
You sit by the fire, Olive. Are you hoping to accomplish anything as you sit at this fire?
No, I'm just, I'm following the form of the watch and mostly continuing to be pissed off at myself and everything in the world because, we left my friends in there, and while I know that, while she knows that that us all being dead would not help anything, she's still pissed about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you keep ruminating on these thoughts, you do realize that, nature's tough sometimes. Life is a pain in the ass.
Also, I'm still gnawing on that acorn.
Yep. It's kind of mush by this point, I think, but
It's like when your kid hands you like a Cheeto that they've been eating for 5 hours, and it's just like this nasty, mushy.
oh god. I don't like anything about that sentence. So just
Me either.
stop.
Little sisters, man.
No.
Rough.
No.
Anyway, Adis,
This is why I don't
you dream of nightmarish fried things that are horrible.
Fingers.
And now mushy.
But no, Adis, as you sleep, you do dream. And what you dream of yourself at a familiar sight. You see a multi-terraced village. You hear children running, laughing behind you. You see couples holding hands as they walk between various homes or stores. And you feel a warm wind blow over your body, and leaves fall around you. And you feel comfort from something. And the dream is not so horrible.
Is it when you said like leaves falling? It wasn't like change of seasons. It was just
No, just like
Okay.
a gentle caress.
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
That's a buzzword.
Great. So, all of your watch ends, the sun has risen, and all of you are awake. You have your full hit points. All of your spells and abilities are back. What are you going to do?
Okay. So
Let's get back in
I
there.
have been watching, and looks like there are probably around 15 bandits left. All of the townspeople are tied up in the tavern. They seem to go out in shifts to like walk around the town and like check things out. For the most part, in like little groups. But there is this one spot, this one building. It just looks like some kind of house where there's always one guard, and this guard like never really leaves. I mean, like maybe I guess at some point they probably have to take a shift, but there's always one person, and that's it. And they don't leave. They don't go back to the tavern or anything like that. They maybe just like hang out there forever. I don't really understand why. It just looks like a house, but maybe we can use that. Maybe we can like sneak in and take that house, and then whatever's there is really important, and we can yell out the window to the tavern and yell at Lakama and be like, "We've got your really fancy treasure here, and you need to give us a hostage in exchange, or come out and challenge us in single combat," something like that.
Well, could it be Olive, your friend with the potions?
Yeah, I've not seen her in all of my treks into town, and I'm a little concerned.
Well,
No,
no,
I'm a lot concerned.
is that the house like in Greek? Which one was it?
I mean, like, it's just kind of a house. I try to describe where. It's like on the other side of town from the tavern.
We're up at camp still. Can't you just point to it?
Yeah, it's very difficult to make out from where you all are. The fact that Greg
Okay.
was able to see it is amazing.
I see everything. Thank you.
I about to say, Adis may be the only other person that could.
Yeah, with a little
Oh, you
help,
know anything about
Adis,
green shield?
you can identify which house it is with a little bit of help, so it's okay.
Do I know anything about this house, Jared?
Nope.
Okay.
You can't
I-
even see it really. Even though Greg and Adis are pointing to it, you can't really tell where it is.
It's just a house. I've not seen or heard of my friends since we got here, and I'm more than a little concerned. I think we should just go in there and kill people. Let's go.
So, okay, but here's the thing. Like, going in and killing people before was a bad idea because then the bandits might kill townspeople. But if that's a good idea now, then yeah, we can probably figure that one out. But
I have two ideas.
okay.
But Kirli, aren't you supposed to,
Olive.
respect Olive? Aren't you supposed to respect life as a druid and seem awfully murderous? All the druids I've met aren't as
I'm not gonna be any good at killing them, but like they're hurting people I like.
fair. I just haven't met
can-
many druids that care about civilization.
I
But,
mean, people are life, but also, we can be good at hurting them for you, Olive.
I just the druids in my town were just kind of stuck up and didn't give a shit about people, so it's just weird. But my two plans are either one, I could send a messenger animal to either one of the guards or maybe one of the people if there's still that broken window, and maybe try to convince or send a message and convince the bandit leader to maybe take defect on in single combat and say that we'll continue harassing them until we either take the town or if they win, we leave. If defect wins, they leave.
It's like just giving them more opportunity to hurt people before we get there.
My other plan is if Olive, you can get back in the city and carry a vial of my blood with you, I could teleport us all into the tavern.
That I
I
can
like
do.
that. I like that a lot.
I was actually going to
That's
ask.
our way in. But it's a question of, do we go for this house with the single guard to take it out quick and quiet and know what it is and possibly get a bargaining chip? Or do we do that, get inside, and rove around doing ambushes on small groups of guards? Or do we just head on attack the tavern? And honestly, I'm not going to vote for the head on attack the tavern because we don't know enough about how many archers they have inside.
Well,
That's true.
fighting as an archer would be very difficult inside this tavern. It's not very big. I would be more concerned about being spotted by that hippogriff rider or the archer that's on top of the tavern. I was thinking if Olive, turns into some form of rodent or something, carries the blood into the tavern. We would, if we went in ready, we could possibly surprise them, and that way just immediately take out the boss, which is probably the toughest out of all of them.
More
And
importantly,
if we
I
take out-
bring
If we take out the boss, that might get them to leave.
more importantly, if I take your blood, you get into the tavern, can then you open the portal and get all those people out of the tavern?
No, I could tomorrow. It's either we get in that way, surprise all of them, or fight our way in, or possibly get spotted roaming around the village trying to be stealthy.
I will also just pause here to interject a few things that you do know. One, last night you heard a big, like, bar or something lowered on the front gates when they,
Oh, yeah, so we're not
like,
getting-
locked you out. And that's the only way you've seen in, other than, like, the
Other than the
docks.
cat hole.
The cat hole and the docks,
On the docks.
which would require swimming and being wet.
Right.
So
I mean,
Greg doesn't do water.
this is all information that you have. I'm just reminding you because
I'm just
it's been like a week
Yeah,
or
yeah,
two
no.
since we talked about this. So
I'm just teasing. Spook's
I-
like, yeah, it's fine.
I personally would just prefer to rush into the tavern, possibly surprise them, take out their boss, because if she's as tough as they say, all the others say she is, then if we take out a bunch of other bandits and not be at full strength, I'd be a little concerned. Also, if we get spotted, they could start killing the civilians that way. If we get in the room with the civilians, we probably have the highest chance of defending them.
Sure. But again, counterpoint. What if Olive gets into the house with the single guard and we go and we find out what the single guard is not moving from that's so important, and we take out that single guard and then we know and have that bargaining piece, and then
How do
Olive
we even
gets
know it's
to
a bargaining piece?
What are we
I don't know.
bargaining for?
if somebody
Because
never
mostly,
leaves it, it's got to be important.
But
It
what is-
could be.
But what are we
but-
bargaining for? I mean, all we're interested in doing is getting those poor innocent town people out of there. And I don't feel like saying, "Hey, we've got a thing of yours," is going to impress anyone to not kill townspeople.
Because they can just
Yeah,
start
that's still
killing
the
them.
goal, then I guess that's true.
They could start killing them while we have the thing until we give it back.
Yeah, if they know.
Spook.
But
I
then,
mean,
If
sure.
you
If,
say it's a
if the goal
bargain-
is still to save all the people, then yeah, I guess sure.
Other claw.
But we got to find out what that thing is, because what if it's
Oh.
really important?
yes, Boot.
I think that is great observation, Greg. I wanted to say first of all. Kirli, so now I did it. Olive. That's the first time. Olive.
Stupid human.
How long can you be in an animal's form?
2 hours.
Do you think in that 2 hours you have enough time to get in, maybe find this house, and take a peek inside? If you don't think that what is inside is worth us having advantage, maybe proceed to the tavern.
I mean, if I'm carrying around a vial of blood, that will hinder me depending on how small I am.
I don't
But-
think, how big is the vial? I don't.
know.
I suppose if you're something that can climb, you can probably look
Depends
inside.
how
a
small
window.
I am. I mean, if I go in as the cat,
So Spoot, the vial
sure.
of blood that you have that has Adis's blood in it is like it's a healing potion vial that was, or something that was emptied.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a good like 4 inches tall by like maybe half an inch round.
No, that vial he doesn't have. I gave it to the owner of the Adventure Sand Dune Explorations.
right.
That's right. So
Right,
we'd have to
but
make a
Spoot,
new,
you did have that vial, so
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
so that's something the
Olive-
cat could carry, but probably a mouse couldn't.
Right.
Well, you could
I'm-
have it on your person beforehand, and then it wild shapes with you with all of your gear.
Yes,
Yes.
but that means I have to cease being the animal before you guys can use it.
I know you can literally just be in the tavern. Just being in the tavern, you still have it on you.
Right.
Okay. It doesn't have to be separate from my.
No. Because Spoot was
person-
still carrying it when we were in the desert, and I did the first portal.
Okay.
So it
So-
needs to be at a location that I am somewhat familiar with, right? Or it needs. Or
make
is it
an
even
Arcana
if it's not
check,
a person?
Adis. Make an Arcana check, Adis.
We
I
also
know
need
last
to
time it was
know.
on Spoot.
We also need to know when is appropriate.
I could just say in X amount of time.
Yeah. Well, and also, how long you could be able to get there sneakily
So,
enough.
Adis, you are confident that it just needs to be somewhere, and you appear like the portal is like within like 5 or 10 feet of your vial. You don't really know how it will work if it's part of her when she's wild shaped.
Gotcha. I mean, you could also just duck down behind something and just like wild shape all crouched until we appear. Like,
Also, hang on. I can yeah, I can make some sending stones. And then Olive can have a sending stone and Olive can get there. And so then Olive can tell us when it's time to go. And then also, Olive, even if you have to turn back, we're gonna be there so fast. Right? Because it's a teleportation, right? It's a portal. So even
Right.
if you have to change back, you just change back real quick and then we'll like be there, especially if you can do the like calling us part. Also, how long does it take for us to get from where we are to the town? Because I'm pretty sure that last time your wild shape ran out really fast, and I don't know whether that's because it took too long to get from campsite to the town while in wild shape, or because it took too long while you were in the town, or what.
Well, I spent some time like making friends with the guards and stuff last
Okay.
time.
Yeah, it also took
Also-
her a very long time to find the cat hole.
but now
But now you know
Olive
where it
knows
is.
where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you just beeline it, I'm sure you'll have enough time to check out both. Hopefully.
Make a intelligence check for me, Olive.
Intelligence, huh?
Intelligence, says the half orc. Huh.
Half
can't say
half
anything.
orcs can be
I'm in the
just as
same boat.
intelligent as anybody else.
Yeah,
well, we're
but she's not really.
Olive, you are confident that yeah, you could probably beeline it there before 2 hours is up. Sure, why not?
And you could also fly, can't you? Or no?
I can't fly.
Not that high enough.
I can swim, but
She
I
can
can't.
swim.
I
Yeah.
was just thinking being like a tiny little sparrow or something.
I cannot fly. I can swim, but I cannot fly.
All right. Well, just
And-
I guess if Greg can do that with the stones, try to get in the tavern, and that way we can try to save everybody. Just don't get spotted.
Do we have another vial that we can fill up?
Do you?
How much blood do I need to carry?
I mean, I have some
Just a
acid that I
vial.
could pour out if we wanted. Or, I mean, I have this potion of hill giant strength, but I don't think we should, just like toss that.
I mean, I have alchemist's fire, but I don't know how big those are.
We should
mean, I've
just
got
burn the city down. I'm
I've got a
telling you.
mess kit. Does that have a
No.
container in it?
Like it needs to be like a normal sample kind of vial, so like a health potion equivalent, like any of the potions you have, or alchemist fire, or acids, or if
it
someone
be a
has
water
like a, sorry,
Could it be a pot?
Sorry.
I've got a
Could it be a
bag
water
of
skin?
clothes and knickknacks.
A
that I
water
picked up
skin,
from-
that's a lot. That's like a liter.
It doesn't have to be full.
It's a lot of blood.
It doesn't have to be full. You can
I've
put a
got a
couple
duffel
drops.
bag full of knickknacks. Do we think any of them are full or containers?
I
I
think
don't know
that
what kind of tchotchkes you have.
unless you
What-
can
what
use
do
a
you
water
have?
skin,
It literally says a duffel bag of knickknacks.
a
Is that
duffel
from
bag
Walmart?
of knickknacks. Where did you
Yeah.
get it?
background choice.
I don't remember.
Well, then I'm going to say it's got
Is it?
nothing useful in it.
Fair.
If I pour out alchemist's fire, does it explode? Because I think it's with air, right?
I'll pour out some acid. Let's
Yeah.
save the fire. I've
Yeah.
got some acid. We'll just find a nice spot and pour it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have a rock we want to leave a sign on? Like a note? That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Oh, Spoot,
Yeah.
I found this if you want to look at it, and I'll hand Spoot the badge thing.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah,
Question
so it is it's a worn leather amulet or medallion of some kind, and it's been worked the surface of it has like raised circle arcs. So like no radii, but like arcs. It's like a broken circle.
Okay.
I know you can inspect things, so maybe while Olive is exploring, take a look at this.
Sure. I'll hold on to this though. I will come back to this. In fact, Grig may be a little more useful than me on this because I'm in need of a pearl to truly investigate this, and I believe Grig has one.
Oh, okay. I forgot who had the pearl. Does Greg have the pearl?
Grig has the pearl. Greg specifically asked for and obtained a pearl, so Grig has the
Okay.
pearl. Although it's not.
Here, I can give you the pearl. I don't have that ready today.
Ah, okay. Then I can do it. However, yeah, I'll take that. Who says? And the
Okay.
pearl.
All right.
Before
While we're playing this game, do I have a vial of blood yet?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, I'm gonna
unless you want to use a water
pour
skin.
the acid out in a fun design on something that it's gonna burn.
Sure,
And
yeah.
I guess clean it out with a water skin, like as carefully as I can, using some pliers and the random
Yeah.
tools I've got.
Go ahead, make
It's a
make an intelligence check for me, Greg, just to see how successful you are at handling this hazardous material.
Jesus.
I could do that.
Can you?
20.
With
I'm
a
very
20,
intelligent.
no problem. You put some, you pour it out, and then you take up a handful of dirt before the water, and put the dirt in and kind of like get all the loose bits of acid out, and then use the water to get it out, which was the smart thing to do.
It depends on the acid.
It does, but this particular acid,
Which sounds smart.
and you successfully clean out the vial.
Here, want me to stab you? I start pulling out my dagger.
I got it.
Okay.
Take the falchion and cut.
Okay. Yeah, so you take your scimitar and slice your hand. You take 3 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
You cut deep this time.
I did.
But you are
Just wanna
able.
make sure.
Yeah, it's weird. Like you don't have an exact amount. That's like it doesn't say like what it is. But when you have bled enough into the vial, you seem to just know that okay, you've got enough in there.
Okay. All right.
Did he have
Olive.
to bleed more because it's a larger group of us? No, that doesn't make sense. Never mind.
No.
I mean, do you want me to bleed more for you?
I did not roll a 20 on my check, so don't listen to me.
So just for my remembrance, this is your second vial, right? You've only filled one vial previously.
That I've made, yes.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
And I'm hoping it doesn't shatter the one back at town.
Right.
Because it randomly does it, correct? I
It
think
does.
that's what it says.
It does randomly do it. Go ahead, roll a d20 for me.
Oh, shit.
But does it randomly do it now or when he uses it?
When he
No,
makes
when
the
I
vial.
create a vial.
When he creates
Oh.
the vial.
And there was 2 already made. And so they're from like 1,000 years ago, but I don't know the destination, so I can't open the
Yeah,
portal.
and so he already shattered one. So theoretically, there is one that has his blood and one that has someone else's blood. Okay, you hear a chink, like a shattering glass vial in your mind.
Do I hear an old man cursing?
Nope, you just hear that.
I wears.
All right, I'm gonna tuck this vial into my belt pouch or whatever it is that I have.
Don't break it, please.
I'll try not to.
It's our only way in.
Here, take the stone.
I'll take the stone. What do I do with the stone?
You hold it, and then you just think that you just use it to call us. You like hold it up and talk to it. It casts sending. And it's in a stone. Anybody can use it.
You have 25 words.
It's a tweet.
And you can use it once.
Just say, I'm ready. One time.
Once. Okay. All right, I'm putting all this into my pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Turning back into the cat.
Okay.
I'm headed through the cat hole.
Yep.
I'm not stopping to flirt with the guards. I'm not stopping to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
Heading straight into the small entrance.
Just glare at the sheep on your way past.
Yep.
That's all I ask.
No problem. You are able to get there surprisingly quickly now that you're like beelining it and you know where it is. Probably 20 minutes have passed, so you've got plenty of time in cat form.
Great.
Go ahead, make a perception check as you enter via cat hole in the fence. 13. Wonderful. Yeah, you look around and it is surprisingly deserted.
All right. Can I?
And like on your way in, you notice the farms. Like people weren't out working the farms, so.
So I'm just gonna, kind of keep in the bushes, and be cat-like.
Cool. Make a stealth check as a cat.
Do I make a stealth check as a cat? Okay.
Yeah.
I get a +4 to stealth as the cat.
Wonderful.
And I get a +1 as Olive, so I get 3 more than that, so I get a 9.
All right.
You don't get your stealth. It's just the cats.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is that the cat gets 4 and Olive gets 1. So
yeah, so she gets 3 more than what she rolled.
So with my 9 stealth, I'm the clumsiest cat on the planet.
Yeah, you're not really sticking to any like hidden places, really. You're just kind of walking down the street, which is fine. I mean, you're a cat.
God damn it, Olive, I hear that bell. Why'd you wild shape with that?
But yeah, so you're just kind of walking down the street. And so where are you heading towards? Are you going towards the tavern? Is that your plan?
I'm heading toward the tavern, and I'm keeping an eye out for this house that Greg saw.
Cool.
On my way to the tavern. I'm not going out of my way.
Then you will not see the house because it's on the other side of town.
All right.
But where is it in relation to the hole?
The other side of town.
Okay.
All right. So I'm heading for
the
the
tavern is on the west side, and the cat hole on the wall is also on the west side of town.
So, so as I get up to the tavern, is there anything going on outside the tavern?
Yeah. Go ahead, make a perception check for me real quick. Another one.
And I get a +3 as the cat. I get +4 as Olive, so it's 20.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you definitely see one guy like at the stables, just kind of hanging out. It seems like he's just standing out in front of the stables for some reason. He's not. It doesn't look like he's guarding. He looks more like he's watching. You see the broken window that you cast a spell through that a bolt came and shot you the other day. You do see on the far side of the tavern, you see a couple more people like watching the back end. And that is what you see.
Like bandits or people like townspeople?
No, bandits. Like, I will tell you if they are townspeople, but the on-watchers are definitely bandits. They're part of the Red Crows.
All right. Is there a place near the broken window where I can hop up and look through the window?
I mean, there's a hedge. There's no, like, ledge for the window, but you could just, like... Well, there's a little bit of a ledge, yeah. So you could try hopping up to the ledge from the hedge.
Sure.
All right, yeah,
you
hop up. Bump.
I'm a cat. Yeah. I can hop on things.
Yeah, you hop up there, no problem.
Look at my feet.
Yeah. You look in, and you see a few things. There's a bunch of people in here. There's probably... You take a minute and kind of look around. And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... You see 6 people. One of them is, like, right next to you. Kind of guarding the door kind of deal. And he looks over and he notices, he's like, "Oh, hi, kitty."
Yeah.
At which point you hear a voice. "Get that thing out of here. You know one of them can shapeshift." And so he kind of like goes to like brush you out of the window. Obviously not wanting to hurt you, but just to like encourage you to scamper off.
Alright, I'll hop down. Meow.
Do you hop down in or out of the tavern?
Can I hop down without hitting this guy?
I mean, he's at the window, but you're a cat, and you know. I mean, he is standing in the way. He's trying to like shoo you out the window.
I will hop down outside the window.
Okay.
And walk around. Is there any other way for a cat to get in?
Make an investigation check.
What about a mouse?
Oh no.
No
Nope.
fucking clue.
There's a door and a bunch of closed windows, but there's that broken window. That's about it.
Cool. I'm hopping back up on the broken window ledge and hopping right on in and meowing at the guy standing there. Yeah.
Okay. He kind of looks down at the ground and looks over, and you can see he looks towards this short dwarven woman who's got a big old battle axe next to her. And she picks...
I know what she looks like. She bashed me upside the head.
Yeah, you do. She's very familiar looking.
She bashed me upside the head a couple times.
She turns and looks at the guy by the door, and she says, I told you to get rid of the cat.
Meow.
So the guy goes to like pick you up as a cat.
Swat at him and run to the corner.
Go ahead. First, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Okay.
The
So
cat's dex is actually +2, not just +1.
okay, so it's a plus.
So it's 17.
So it's a 17. Okay, so you successfully do avoid being nabbed by the guy. And you can go ahead and make a swipe at him with your claw.
Not a very successful thing. That's okay. I didn't really want to hurt him. He wasn't mean to me.
But so
I don't get any.
No pluses, so it's just a
It's
7.
a 7, and there's no pluses on the claws now.
Okay, yeah,
It's more a show of.
Yeah, he gets his hand out of the way of the claw slap.
More a show of, leave me alone, and I'm gonna run off to either behind a piece of furniture or among the legs of the people if they are clustered together.
They're not clustered together. They're kind of like all spread out. There's a couple people by tables. You see there's another guy on the other side of the door. There's a fireplace. There's 4 tables. There's some stools. The dwarven woman has gotten up from a stool and is like looking in the direction of the cat and pulls out her battle axe. You see another guy behind the counter of the bar.
Run under a table.
Okay. You run under a table. Immediately, like, people start moving towards you to like get you, as this woman is just like, "Get that damn creature out of here!"
Are there any other doors in this room?
There is
like
one.
The kitchen or anything?
Yeah. So you see a set of stairs that lead up, and you see a door that's closed that leads somewhere on the back of the building, probably to that annex that's next to it.
Not helpful if it's closed. I don't have an opposable thumbs. How about large pieces of furniture I could squeeze behind?
There's 4 tables out in the middle of the room. There's a fireplace. There's the bar.
Can I go behind the bar?
There's a person behind the bar, but you could try to scamper there too.
Scamper behind the bar.
Cool.
Yeah.
I need you to make 3 dexterity saving throws for me, please. As a cat.
As a cat.
What's the name of that theme that goes? Da-na-na-na-na?
Benny Hill theme song.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Yakety
it.
sax. Dexterity. Cat has 1 more than Olive does, so I've got an 8, a 21, and a 15.
Great. Okay. All right. Yeah, you successfully avoid the 2 humans and the dwarf who were trying to catch you.
But
And you scamper behind the bar, and there's a guy behind the bar, and this guy is wearing like red leather and robes, and has a very ornate kind of mask covering the lower half of his face. And he also reaches down to try to grab you. I need another.
some glassware I can knock over.
I need another dexterity saving throw.
I was
Oh,
like,
oh,
let me do all of
This
cat
guy
things
manages
before.
to catch you. So you have been caught, and you are grappled and restrained. And this guy is not like gentle with you.
Meow!
Yeah, he has like grabbed you like right around the middle, under the arms. You can't scratch at him. He's got you held.
Meow!
And you hear his voice. I have the creature.
Meow!
Good. Throw it outside. And one of the guys opens the front door as this robed individual has you by your body and literally just chucks you out through the air. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, or actually an acrobatics check as a cat.
Does it get advantage because it's a cat and lands on its feet?
No.
And the cat gets +1 to that, so it's a 10.
Okay, cool. So the good news is, even though you do not land gracefully, you kind of tumble ass over tea kettle, you don't take any damage. So your cat form is secure.
Cat form is pissed off.
You ran into a room with a bunch of people who the boss didn't want you there, so...
Meow. I'm a cat. What do you want?
Yeah, no. I'm just telling you, like, that's what happened.
All right, so now I'm outside. They close the door as they threw me out of the cat.
Oh yeah, it's been closed again.
All right, I'm gonna walk around to the stables.
Okay, yeah. You walk around. They're right next to the bar, so it's pretty easy to get to. The guy out there isn't even really paying attention. He just kind of like looks at you as you approach. He doesn't like get all ooh kitty kitty, but he doesn't say get out of here either. He just kind of looks at you.
I'm just gonna ignore him. Skulk around the back of this thing and see what there is to see behind.
Yeah. Yeah. So it does look like there
Say
is
hi to my friend the sheep.
yeah. So funny thing about this little building here. There's no windows, at least none that are open. There's like some that look like they've been like shuttered. But there is one side of the building where there's nobody watching. Like one side of the building there is out of eyesight of anybody else.
But it's like in the open.
It's in the open, yeah, but there's nobody like watching there. Like there's a guy by the front doors, which is on the south side. And you saw a guy on the north side of the tavern, which means he can see both the west side and the north side of the stables. But nobody is actively watching the east side of the stables.
Okay. And so I'm in the stables, or I'm outside the stables?
You are outside the stables.
And I'm looking at a stable wall and a tavern wall?
No, you're just looking at a stable wall. The tavern is east of the stables. You're on the west. Sorry, reverse that. The tavern is on the west side of the stables. You're on the east side of the stables.
Gotcha. So the stables are between me and the tavern.
Correct.
Okay, I'm caught up now.
Yeah.
All right, and there's no other. There's no way into that storeroom or anything that mice haven't chewed a hole or anything into that.
The annex? No.
Into the annex.
It had windows, but they were all closed. It's like they know there's
a tavern this impregnable.
It's like they knew someone was dangerous was coming around, so they shut all the windows.
Yeah, but who makes It's a tavern this impregnable to small mammals.
People who don't want rats and mice in their tavern.
Respectable tavern owners.
People who are following CDC guidelines.
What's the Board of Health doing out here in this small town in the middle of nowhere?
Did they close the chimney?
Mm.
Can I get on the roof?
Yeah, sure. It's a very sloped, steep roof, and the chimney like goes up about like 5 feet above the peak of the roof. You know, for fire prevention reasons. But
Is it a thatched roof?
Yeah.
Can I dig in the thatch?
Yeah, you dig down through there, and then you find like planks of wood underneath the thatch.
Be something smaller.
Like solid planks of wood or like rafters?
Like solid planks of wood. Like it seems like the thatch is like insulating material.
How long has it been?
By this point, it's probably been about an hour.
All right, can I peek down the chimney?
Yeah, it's smoking. Like there's smoke coming through it, so the flue's open.
And there's a fire.
And there's a fire.
Alright, I'm going back to the to that secluded corner on the east side.
Sure.
And I is my friend the sheep there?
Nope. There's no crazy animal shenanigans going on around here.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll drop the cat and call up Grig and say, you know, I'm not inside, but this is as close as we're gonna get.
I tell Adis.
There's.
Let's
I
go.
don't. Are you sure?
Yes, this
Nope.
is as close as we're gonna get. Let's go.
Yeah, the sending stone
Alright.
only has one charge, so it's one message. Send and
Yeah,
receive.
this is it. If we don't go, then Olive is stuck there again.
All right. I'll open up the portal.
All right, you open up the portal. It appears as you cut through space itself, and you emerge and you see the side of a barn, and that's where we're going to take our little 5-minute break, everybody.
Welcome to the side of my barn.
Yeah, you have
Much
successfully.
concern.
Wait, when you were in the tavern, did you see people in there aside from
yeah.
the bandits? You saw the all the townsfolk.
Did I see all the town? No, I just saw bandits, didn't I?
Yeah, you did not see any townfolk inside the tavern. But we
Well,
will
I was
be.
looking for another room.
Yeah, we will be right back.
got one more giant ugly bite, but
Hello, everyone. We are back. Thank you for bearing with us as we took a little quick bio break. It's always fun when your laptop charger decides to also desist working. But it seems to be okay now. Anyway, we are back for some adventure. You all have just walked through a portal to see the side of a barn. The side of a barn.
Hey guys, sorry I couldn't get us inside the tavern, but they threw me out.
All right. Well, how many were in there?
A dozen?
You saw 6 people in the tavern, and you saw 3 more like outside of it.
So like 9 or 10.
All
Did you
right.
see the townspeople?
I didn't see any townspeople. I don't know where they're hiding them, but they're not in the tavern. Or they're not in the main room of the tavern.
Okay. Are there any weak points?
There's a broken window where they shot an arrow through at me last night.
That's out the front.
All the shutters on this side of the tavern are shuttered. They are preparing for a siege.
While they're talking, I would like to use my free locate object
Okay.
on the holy symbol of Palor.
Okay. You actually do get a ping off it. It's directly west of you.
Is it in the building?
It's
Does it
probably
get
in the building.
Also,
Okay.
the barkeep is mean, and he squeezed my cat.
Oh, he's gonna die anyway. Wait. So it's. Hold on. If I've seen the object up close at least once, I know the specific location.
Okay, great. Then yeah, it is about 125 feet away from you. Kind of due west, which would be like in the middle of the tavern.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Then I sense that Palor holy symbol of Sandra.
Suzanne?
Susan?
Suzanne, actually.
Suzanne, yeah.
Right.
We're all wrong.
Of Carol. Karen?
Not even close.
I sense that the symbol in the tavern, so I'm assuming that they're in there.
No.
So,
I didn't see them, but they threw me out pretty fast.
and
Squeezed the cat.
is there anything other fancy I can do? Jesus. I cannot. Not yet. Damn it.
Olive, you do know that there is someone like on the front of this building, probably no more than 35 feet away from you all. And like I've been assuming you've all been whispering all this stuff, but just so you know.
Yeah,
I've been
great.
shouting the entire time.
Well, in that case,
Well, should we set fire to this place and see if they come out?
Well, they're
No.
inside.
No. I mean,
Maybe-
the stable.
Is the stable attached to the tavern?
no.
Oh.
Should we go
Also,
to the... Is there a back door?
animals in the stable that are not part of this.
Okay, fine.
We can open their doors.
That's true.
Like we can
Also-
let them out.
There were
We need a distraction so that we can go and sneak in.
Except the chickens. The sheep didn't like the chickens, so we leave them in here.
You actually
That's
haven't
yeah.
been inside. You don't know what, if anything, is inside.
Oh, I thought we were in the. Okay.
No, we're outside the stable. So there's the guy in the stable who ignored me as the cat.
Yep.
He's the guy we're talking about, yeah? Who's 30 feet away?
Yeah, he's like around the front of the building. You guys are off on the east side of the building.
Well, do we
Alright.
want to burn something big? Because then people will come rushing out, and it may either leave the boss undefended, less defended.
I mean, they were looking for me when I came in the window.
I
Distraction team, and then there's go through one of the annex windows team. And then
gotta
we all meet up at the front door of the tavern. We're all near enough.
let me.
But we need
look.
to, since we're not inside, we have to like draw their attention so that we can get in, or we just like, I don't know, defect. You could just probably rip the door off, right?
Does the
I'm all
tavern
for
not have a kitchen?
You
Like,
think
why
it's
is there
not-
not a kitchen door?
I'm all for going in,
This bothers me.
even if it's noisy. Maybe we'll get a surprise on them. And I think we'll have to move fast, or our cover will be blown.
Well, that's why I was thinking. Do we want a distraction first, or you just want to?
Do
Balls
it. Make a
balls.
distraction, and then we'll move.
How tall is this barn?
The barn's probably like 15 feet at the apex of the roof in the middle. It's just a stable, so it's not like a big barn.
Does this might cause a raging enough fire? This is fine.
I will also say you don't know what's in there.
That's true. Do we have any ability to put out fire that we've started?
Do you want me to
We should-
find out what's in the stable?
I've got a tidal wave.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
sneak
There's
around.
one-
Is there a window to the stable? I'll go look.
I'll give
So-
you
I
a
mean,
guide.
I've been. I
So,
was
so
in the stable, wasn't I?
no, you have never been in the stable. So,
Olive, you said
Right-
you have a tidal wave.
so right next to you on this barn, you do see what is a like barred stable window. It just has a shutter down in front of it. Like on the inside, somebody put the shutter in front of the window. And it's got like 2 metal bars in it. Just to like keep like a horse head from popping through or something.
But it's not glazed.
No.
Poke the shutter open.
Yeah, you open the shutter. There's actually 3 of them. There's essentially left, right, and middle. So which one do you want to poke open?
The one on the right.
Door number 3.
Okay, you poke open that one, and like it opens up, like it's not latched or anything. You lift it up, and you see, and go ahead, and inside you see an empty stall, but on the far side you see a cage with a figure in it. Olive, and the figure is familiar to you. It is a short,
We are not
Green-
setting the stable on fire.
green-skinned individual in a very simple homespun dress, dirty, ragged, obviously been in there a while. You see your friend Flora.
You're not burning the stable down.
Okay, new plan. You said you have a tidal wave?
Uh-huh.
How big are the windows on the tavern?
They're, like 3 feet square windows.
I mean, that's a lot of water. That's fine. How about you send a tidal wave crashing into this, or the front door? Pretty sure that water can knock it open and kind of be surprising. And maybe if we flood it, they'll come out.
Do all the tavern shutters open in as well?
Well,
Well,
there's
the
a broken window that you walk through.
The
so
the taverns have like glass and shutters.
Okay.
You're at the stable right now.
Mhm.
However,
Right, but I can cast this
What-
tidal wave 120 feet away from me.
yeah, at a place you can see, right?
I mean, I would just
Within
hit the tavern.
range. Not
I
talking
would
about
just-
within view. Within range.
All right, cool.
120 feet away.
Cool. Cool. So great. So then, yeah, that is a possibility.
Yeah, it says nothing about it being within view. It says you conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. It's
Cool.
up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can I cast this just inside the tavern walls?
I don't think
That seems just as dangerous and destructive as the fire. Not that I'm not down for it, but
as you're talking about this, you all hear like a twig snap, and you turn and you see a guy looking at you in shock. Holy shit! They're here!
yeah.
And
Thank you.
yeah, and we're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to do some
Guys,
initiative rolls.
Yep.
So let's go over to that.
It's pitch dark.
Is it nighttime?
No, you are all on the far right of the map. So if you scroll over to the
Nice.
right, you will find yourselves.
Ah,
Would I have had a short rest with between cutting myself and
Yeah.
going? Okay.
Sure, I'll allow that.
Those 3 hit points might be crucial.
come on.
Ah, God
They
damn it.
might.
Alright, so my first initiative roll was actually a 16, but then it decided not to take it.
Yeah, if you roll it again, it takes the second thing. Or if it sometimes it sends it through. It's all right. Okay. Great. Do. Okay.
I still would say tidal wave people, but when we have more, just like standing in a cluster.
I think we just do the tavern room. There's nothing but bandits in it. Annex wall will break it for the
Okay,
for the
cool.
for the townspeople.
All right. So you have all heard this guy right here yell. Defect, it is your turn. You get to go first.
Oh, Defect's been quiet for so long. All he wants to do is just cut someone down with his axe.
Oh my
He's
god.
going to come down, do just that. Reckless.
Mm-hmm.
26. to
20, 26 will hit.
hit
for-
6 points of damage.
Uh-huh.
Second attack. 27.
Yeah. For another 11 points of damage.
Don't use up those numbers just yet. Stop it.
Okay, yeah, he's like really, really messed up. But he's still standing.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, Greg.
No one is surprised. Rigga's gonna inch out around behind Adis, and firebolt this guy
Yeah, go for
with my handy dandy jeweler's hammer. Oh, it's only a 9.
it. 9, however, he manages to dodge out of the way. Anything else, Greg?
Cool. No.
All right, Spoot.
Spoot, without being caught sort of off guard, Spoot will quickly try to throw some sacred flame in their direction.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna go? What's going on here? Sorry. It's frozen? Question mark?
No,
There
there,
we
you go.
Just took a minute.
With that damage.
However, he does roll an 18 on his
it.
dexterity save.
Well, I should have done the other thing I was gonna do.
What's up with these bad guys being dexterous? Jeez.
Okay, anything else, Spoot?
No.
All right, Olive.
Kill him.
Infest that dude.
Okay, he makes a con save this time. and fails and falls to the ground screaming as he is infested to death. All these creepy
He
crawl.
moves 5 feet east in that process.
He rolls. Stop, drop, and roll.
All right, he falls to the ground in front of Defect, just covered in an infestation of bugs and grossness.
Yeah.
But yeah. Adis, it's your turn.
False alarm! No one's here.
Everything's fine here. Thanks. How are you?
Do we hear any footsteps of anything?
Make a perception check.
Like voices?
Make a perception check.
Sorry, I'm rolling. There we go. 17.
Yeah, you hear voices kind of all around the side, and you can just barely see one guy beginning to come around the corner there.
Alright, I will run to... Would here still be half cover for them? Or partial cover?
Just a moment. No, I would say from there you can get a clear shot on them.
Okay. So planar warrior. $13.
A 13 will hit.
Oh. For 11 force damage.
All right, one arrow. Funk! Huh!
Second shot. 14
Also hits.
for another 4 force damage. God, what are these rolls? I keep rolling ones.
Yeah, no problem. Great.
I got excited. I thought 14 was the damage.
Right?
I was like, he did.
one day.
Not quite. Ow! Damn it. Oh,
What
my.
language?
Paper
Yeah.
cut?
I think it's the laptop charger.
Yeah, it is.
If the stream suddenly stops,
Yes, it is because
tune in
my
next week.
charger has failed.
We will keep
Awesome.
playing.
Well, no, because if my laptop falls, everything dies.
Including all your bandits.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like a
Then we
rift.
rush in and save all the townspeople.
Hooray!
We'll have to see.
I will roll my physical dice.
Well, no, I mean, won't literally be able to watch the map. Okay. Great. I seem to have come up
Okay.
with a temporary solution that I will be able to suss up later. All right. Great. Adis, you did 4 points of damage. Well done.
15 total.
Yeah. No, it's good. He's definitely hurt. He's got 2 arrows stuck out of him. All right.
Hey, Adis, can you see anything besides that one person?
Move 5 more feet up. Yeah, there's another person. Let's hide again.
Yeah, so Defect rushing out, you see this archer guy. He's got his arrow, he's got a bead on you,
Okay.
and he fires at you with advantage. That's an 8 to hit. Can't believe he rolled that. And a 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay, cool.
Dang.
Great. You see another guy quite a ways away from you.
Wait, they can see him through the wall?
He's like.
No, there's other people shooting at him.
Yeah. He's on the opposite corner of this.
Yeah, he's very far away.
They're above.
He's 110 feet away from you. But he's got a longbow.
Where?
You can't see him from where you are, but Adis
Oh, is
can
this
see
like
him.
off the map?
Oh, I
No,
see.
You just
So
can't see him
Defect
from
can
where
see
you
around
are.
The other corner.
Defect can see around the corner.
Oh, okay, never mind.
There's
Gotcha.
the wall.
Um,
The wall ends
However,
between me and
both of
Defect.
his attacks also miss.
Oh dang! All right.
There's a
So
wall
good job.
corner between me and Defect that he can see around and I can't.
Yes. And you hear a horn blast once.
From one of these guys that fired their arrows, or from someone else?
From one of the archer guys. It was the guy who shot at you first.
Okay.
And Defect, it is your turn.
Can't have that, so I'm gonna charge in. 5, 30. You know what? Let me rage. I'm gonna rage now. Activate rage, reckless attack. Let's do this. 14 for 10 points of damage.
A 14 will hit.
Oh, these names.
Thank you.
Highlight of the week.
Cool.
Never will the axe be its actual name.
No.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong. A 14 does not hit this individual. Sorry.
You taketh, giveth, and taketh.
I was looking at the wrong stat block. I'm sorry.
Second swing. 22.
Oh, that will
Or-
definitely hit.
Oof.
For 17 damage. Yeah, your axe like chops into him, no problem. All right, cool. Good.
30.
Anything else?
Just gonna swing around to here. And that's it.
All right. Greg, it is your turn.
Do I know which direction around the tavern is closer to the door of the tavern? Or around the stable?
You do
Either?
not. No.
Okay.
You
Well,
can make
I'll
an
follow.
intelligence check.
Okay. I will do that.
Yep, go for it.
23.
Yeah, based on the fact that you are next to the, because you've kind of been in the area before because you were here when you shouted at them. You're pretty sure that this is this stable is on the eastern side of the building. So the front door was on the south side. So if you go the way Defect went, you should be heading towards the front door.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna yell, "Cover me to the front door!" and run over to this bush.
Yep.
And then I will firebolt that archer that shot at my friend and has been attacked.
Okay, go for it.
16?
16 just hits.
Great. That plus my 8. 16 fire.
Very nice. Very cool. All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Okay, something happens. Spoot, it is your turn.
Spoot has words. Spoot's gonna call back to Adis and say, "Quick, let's all run this way." And going to pass through. That is not the button I want. Pass through Olive.
Olive will allow you to pass.
And we'll stand first. Yeah, okay. And do. Can I see? I see the archer. Let's try to take out the archers first. So I'm going to cast I'm going to throw some Sacred Flame out to closest archer, the one nearest Defect.
Okay. All right. He's going to make a dexterity saving throw. And he fails.
Oof, that was close.
Nice.
I can't believe he failed.
I know, because he's a ranger, probably, so I took a chance.
He's a nimble fellow, but yeah.
But sometimes they
Rangers
trip over
that
their own
use-
feet.
Strength based.
That's true, yeah.
None that I've ever met, but
you gotta be pretty strong to pull a longbow, to be honest.
Yeah.
you don't actually.
Anything
Negative
else,
200
Spoot?
range.
I'm gonna sidestep here. I don't really. I'm gonna step over here in the bush.
Okay, Olive, it is your turn.
I didn't want to stand on the dead guy.
Right, I'm gonna come down here so I can see what the heck's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted Olive to be able to get there.
Go where? Where I am. Where
I
I
moved
am.
so you can stand there. Yeah.
That's so thoughtful of you. Oh, there's only 2 people over here. And
So
defect.
far.
The way y'all were talking, I thought there were more people. All right, I'm gonna throw a flaming sphere. I'm gonna land it, right next to this guy.
Okie dokie.
When it hits that guy, he needs to make a dexterity saving throw. He either takes that damage, or if he succeeds, he takes half of it.
Okay, he rolled a 22.
So he takes 4 damage, and the sphere continues to sit right there.
Okay, great. I love it.
If he ends his turn within 5 where he is, if he doesn't move on his turn, he has to do another dexterity saving throw.
No problem. Okay. Next thing that happens is you all hear 3 sharp blasts of a horn. Bah, bah, bah. And Zen.
There's nothing zen about this. There are people in there.
You see a couple people run out of the tavern door. You just keep on running.
Well, that failed.
Okay.
You use the space.
All right. So those 2 kind of run out of the tavern. Next one. This guy rushes right up to you, Adis.
Of course.
Swings his scimitar at you. Rolls a natural 1. Trips on the run. Ends up cutting himself. Oh my god. And he ends up cutting his own jugular. I can't believe he rolled a nat 1 and then rolled maximum damage on the self crit. Oh my!
Did he kill himself?
He did. Yes, he did.
God, even I'm not that bad at melee. God damn.
Adis just
Yeah,
stands there
no.
going,
I mean, he's
Right?
got 2 arrows in him. It's understandable.
I was just like, when he was running at me, I just glared at him.
Yeah,
Tripped him up
he
a
did
little
like
bit.
this.
yeah. So he just falls over to. He had 3 hit points left. He hurt himself for 4 points of damage. It's like, come on. Yeah,
It's amazing.
loose.
Thank you,
You fool.
dice.
Now will you join us, Adis?
Another guy runs over here, sees the old defect, and fires his crossbow. That's a natural 20 on defect
Ouch.
for 14 points of piercing damage.
Cool, but I'm raging, so
Oh, are you?
yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
had
he
missed.
raged on his last turn.
Oh, I had missed that. Okay, great. So then it is 7 points of piercing damage.
Hmm.
And then something else occurs, maybe. Okay, great. Cool. All right. You see another guy come out here, stand by the door, aim his crossbow at defect, and rolls a 20 to hit
Yep, it is.
for 9 points of piercing damage, reduced to 4. And that brings us to Adis.
Alright. Ow, fuck. Alright, I am going to... Hopefully I can just make it. Oh. Why isn't it? There we go. Move down to here. And... Do I have clear line of sight on all of these people?
You can see all of them. Yeah, they're not all in a line, but
Well, yeah, but I just mean like, none of it's like half cover, like in here, or like
No.
partial cover.
nope,
Okay.
you can see them all.
Which icon don't I like the most?
I don't know. You
I don't
actually,
like this.
you actually
Ow.
all do recognize this individual. They're the ones you had interrogated the day before.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot him.
That's that nasty barkeep that
Them.
squeezed my cat.
Them.
Nope, it isn't. That was
They're
someone
mine,
else.
Adis. They lied to
Different
me, and they
person
must
wearing a
face
Oh, yeah.
justice.
Wearing is endemic here, apparently.
No, this person is wearing like a scarf over their face, not a mask. The other person had like a full-on. Oops, sorry everybody. Had a full-on mask.
I see.
All right, I am
Olive
going
might hold a grudge
to.
against anyone who squeezes her as a cat.
Fine. I would too.
Fair. I'm gonna fire at this one.
Yeah, go
the
for it.
For the first shot, and I cannot planar warrior this because they are too far away, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all just piercing.
A 19 will hit.
Okay, cool. So 11 piercing damage against
Well
the
done.
liar.
Yep, well done. They are sufficiently pierced by your first arrow.
Awesome. I'm gonna shoot this guy then. Second one.
All right, go for it.
Oh, why did I just choose that one? Let's do this one. 24
That will absolutely hit.
for
All right. He takes 4
4
points of
piercing.
damage. Wonderful.
Gross. And then I am actually going to, since I can't do anything else, cast Hunter's Mark on this one.
All right, cool. He is Hunter's marked, and you are concentrating on Hunter's mark.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. All right, that was Adis. Next up, we have our archery friends. The farther away guy just fires 2 at defect. That is a 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
For what a waste. For 9 reduced to 4 points of piercing damage. and the other one goes wide. And let's see. Bunk ends up hitting the guy that Adis just shot for with a grazing shot. He rolled a natural 1.
Yes.
Whoops.
This is repay for all those crits you did last week.
Yeah, totally. This guy tumbles around you, Defect, and attacks with his. Actually, he's just gonna like run away from you. So you get an attack of opportunity if you have a reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
No. Oh wait. No. Wait. No.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
natural 1.
Wait, did you attack recklessly last time? Because that stays in effect until your next turn.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So does
Yeah,
So-
because they can all still have advantage on you. So, I mean, at least that's how I've always played it. Is you're
Yeah,
still reckless.
Yeah, you were reckless, so it's a 14, which is not enough to hit him.
all right.
But it's at least not going to chop off your own.
So he scampers away from you and fires twice at you. That's a natural 20.
All right.
Which would be 18 plus another 13 would be 31 points of piercing damage, reduced to 15.
Whoa.
Still hurts.
This is not sounding good.
No.
Second shot is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
You scared him, so he's going to do a thing again. It would be 16 points of piercing damage, reduced to 8.
Jeez Louise.
Arrows don't hit this hard. Damn.
They have a special ability that they can do.
Is it planar warrior?
No,
I'm supposed-
archers
you need-
can do a cool thing. I'll tell you about it later.
Wouldn't it be crazy if you're like, never mind.
But that is the two of them. Something else happens. Defect, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go down to that guy that scampered away to attack him without reckless attack.
Okay.
So 24.
Yeah, that will hit for 15 points of damage.
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for the part where you say that he falls down dead in front of me.
No. I will tell you when such things occur, as per usual.
Okay. So second attack. 27 for
Ooh.
18.
Oof, also hits. Yeah, he's looking really freaking rough.
Are you
But
serious?
He's still standing. He
Oh
looks
my god.
he looks fucked up, but he's still up.
Quick,
What if
Adis,
this
look at
bandit's
him.
made of?
Cast him a glare.
Snips and snips and snails and puppy dog tails. That's what this guy is made
His
of.
bowstring breaks and smacks him in the eye.
Greg, it is your turn.
Sweet. Erga's gonna run over yonder and firebolt that guy that looks almost dead.
All right, go for it.
Nat 20?
Yep.
Nat what a
Oh,
waste.
yeah.
Double nat 20.
Wow.
Oh,
1 in
Or
200 1 in 200% chance of that happening.
I just
Holy
did so much
Oh my
damage to
God.
somebody who was going to die.
with
Yeah.
a 1 on your other damage.
Yeah.
You just did what is that? 34?
Yeah.
34 points of damage, yeah.
Wow. 34 no, more than that, right? No, yeah, 34 points of damage to someone who had 1 hit point left.
Are you joking?
They are
And then I say-
immolated. They
And
are
then I say,
they are
"I'm
a
coming for you
charred
next."
they are a charred corpse.
Can I like roll intimidation? Because I'm gonna scream in Goblin, and then also in Common. No, just in Common. I'm coming for you next, as like evilly as I can.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah. Intimidation. I'm terrible at this. 8.
Imagine
All
if
right.
you nat 20 that one too.
I know, right? And
Anything
then I'm gonna
else?
bonus action hide.
Okay, you duck down behind the bush.
Cool, cool, cool.
Something
14.
happens. Spoot, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Spoot says. Medicine check.
Yeah, go
If
for
I
it.
may.
Yeah. Yeah, from this distance, Defect looks like he's got arrows sticking out of him. He's hurt.
Okay. I'm Oh boy. I can't find my speed for some reason, but I'm pretty sure it's 30, like everyone else's.
Yeah, you have a 30-foot speed as a turtle.
Everything is further away than that.
Yeah, it's far.
Yeah, it's like you guys started this on a different building.
Yeah, it is like we started it on a different building. It's funny you say that. I'm gonna move 50 feet here. No, I'm not. I'm gonna move the full 60 feet here.
Okay.
And as I'm tromping along, probably takes more than 6 seconds to get there. Oh,
Plodding on over.
All right. Did you
I'm
have a
gonna
bonus
say-
action you wanted to do?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna like call out some healing word to Defect because he's not getting any. Oh wait, no. I wanted to do the Shield of Fate. Sorry, on Defect.
Okay.
Make sure that just is correct. I'm
Is that a
60
bonus
feet.
action?
It is a bonus action, and he
Okay.
is 30 feet away. And then I'm gonna say, "Oh shit, there's a guy here." Didn't take into account that there was an alley between the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe my friends will come help me.
Okay. Great. So Defect, you see little turtles kind of crawling all over your body, but you know that these are protective turtles.
I dig it.
And I'm concentrating, which I think you got that.
Yep. Olive, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to move. I'm going to switch to the right cursor, and move over to share this bush with Greg.
Okay.
Get your own bush.
Just hide behind this shrubbery. I'm just gonna throw. Oh, I didn't need to hit that twice, but I'm gonna throw a thing
At who?
at this first. Why? At this person.
Okay. It is a disadvantage.
It is a disadvantage because they are outside my close range.
But even a 16 will hit.
Great.
So he
So
takes
five,
the 5
points of
points of damage.
and I'm going to move the sphere
Mm-hmm.
to there.
All right. Sphere,
Yes,
there.
that's the 30 feet the sphere can move,
Yep.
but it's going to look threatening.
Yeah. Okay, great, cool. Something happens,
Only
and
the sphere can take the dash action.
then this guy, being like, fuck all of you, swirls around in conjunction with their buddy here. They both swirl up on you, Defect,
Mm-hmm.
and they are going to attempt to do some mean things to you. First one, attacking you with a scimitar twice, a 24 to hit.
Yep.
7 points of damage reduced to 3 because of your rage. And then a 20 to hit. Does that hit you with your +2?
Yes, it does.
So his dagger sneaks in for another 6 points of piercing reduced to 3. The other individual can't hit you with their scimitar, but with their dagger, they score a natural 20.
Jesus.
for 9 piercing damage reduced to 4. That is their turn. Cool. This guy sees a spoot right there, lines up his crossbow, and takes a shot. Pew! Bounces off of Spoot's shell. No issues there. This guy moves over here and takes a pot shot at Spoot, or not Spoot, at Defect. And his crossbow jams. And he yells, shit!
It's either like 19s or 1s.
Yep.
Right.
Whoops. And then, wow, okay. Next up we have Adis.
Alright. I am going to shoot the one with my hunter's mark.
Yep, go for it.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Nice.
that
Yeah.
will absolutely hit.
Does that double hunter's mark? Or
Yeah,
does hunter's
yeah,
mark...
all the dice are doubled.
Okay.
It should do it automatically, I think, but
Are you
Oh, what?
fucking
Wow.
kidding?
Oh.
Ooh.
well, it only rolled 1d8. So you
No,
get
it
another.
rolled 2d8.
Yeah.
4 and 4.
Oh, yeah, it did. One of them was a 1. Look at that.
Yep.
And 7 for hunter's mark.
All right. So 8, 9, 10, 15 in total.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Second shot,
Mm-hmm.
dirty 20
Absolutely hits.
for 6 piercing with
All right.
another 3, so 9.
All right. Wonderful. Arrows peppering this dude up. Poo-poo-poo-poo.
Yay,
And
pincushion.
then, yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. This guy moves forward a bit and sees Adis and pulls off 2 shots with his longbow. That's a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Which will do 16 points of damage,
Oh.
and then
Okay.
a 14 to hit.
No.
Okay, so make a concentration check, Constitution saving throw for your hunter's mark. Yep, no
35.
problem. You got it. It hurt, but you can push through this, no problem.
Hurt a lot.
The other guy is dead, so Defect, it is your turn.
Nice. I'm gonna attack this guy to the right of me. Slang. 15
A 15 just hits.
for 15 points of damage.
Yep, very nice.
Second time for 22.
Also
17.
hits. Well done. Anything else?
Wow.
Not dead
Yeah,
yet.
I guess I'm just gonna.
He looks pretty rough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move out there.
All right, Greg, it is your turn.
8 is
Uh,
nice.
Ooh, you move. Stand by. Oh, dang it, I still can't quite get there. Get there? That doesn't really help. I'm just gonna scream, get to the door! And move over here. Is that 30 feet? Yeah. and I will firebolt this one.
Okay,
Because why not?
go for it.
It's downloading. I'm back.
Oh.
Wow, that is the life.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my husband's arm.
Wow.
It's only a 12.
He does manage to evade your firebolt, however.
Well, that's a son of a bitch.
Yeah, he like brings up his scimitar and just kind of like bats it away.
Bink.
Cool. Well, I hate you. I guess that's it.
Totally understandable. Something happens, and Spoot, it is your turn.
What it says. Boot will.
You did feel a guy like shoot at you, but your shell blocked it.
That's right. And I'm gonna move 5. What is that? 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 15 feet here. And I'm gonna hope for the best for now and try some Sacred Flame on the guy that I'm now facing, this gentleman here.
Okay.
So I met him or otherwise.
Yeah, he fails. He rolled a 7.
Excellent.
So he takes 9 points of damage.
Am I too far away, and is there a bush too much obscuring my vision to try another medicine check on defect?
You can try one. It just affects the DC.
DC that mother. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Wow.
with a 10 disadvantage from through a tree brush. Yeah.
Aw.
No, he's still hurt. Yeah, he's still hurt.
Yeah, much worse. I'm assuming, yeah.
He's definitely bleeding, so you know there's that.
Decisions.
What do you got, Spook?
I'm gonna just go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and yell some Aquan at him in his general direction. Some healing word.
All right.
Yell some awkward in
that's
this general direction.
Defect takes 7 healing damage.
You're welcome. I'm just kidding.
Reduced because you're raging. No, just kidding.
Oh, can it be the inverse? Because like it's you get
Wait,
more.
wait.
It's the
No,
rage.
he's not bear totem. He's not bear totem.
No.
Oh.
It's fine. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Anything else, Spoot? Are you good?
all right, that's it. That's
All
all I
right,
got.
Olive. It's up to you.
All right. I'm gonna take my sphere and move it over here to hit this guy.
All right, you try to ram it into this person. They make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, they roll a 10.
They take some fire damage. No, they don't take very much.
Oh,
Fire damage,
no.
unfortunately.
At least they
They take some
failed.
really shitty fire damage.
All right.
Does
And
that
God
also
speaks to
set
Moses.
that bush on fire?
No, this is a tree, so only the trunk is there. But if it stays there, the trunk may catch fire after a certain amount of time.
What kind of druid are you?
A moon druid.
Who
And
cares
it-
about trees?
Anything
Just
else,
plant it.
Olive?
Yeah, I'm still gonna chuck a rock at this guy. If only if I switch to the right thing that will let me.
Yep.
Sling a rock at that guy.
Yep. Again, a disadvantage. Even a 15 will hit him.
Disadvantage is better than nothing.
Just barely, but you did ponk him. Okay, great.
So I do. I sit behind this shrub and chuck rocks.
Yeah, something else happens, and now these two are up. They do a kind of a coordinated pincing maneuver on defect. The first guy here, 17 does not hit defect, nor does a 13. Nor does a 13. Second individual, an 18 will not hit you because of your shield of faith. However, a 24 will hit you for 4 points reduced to 2 of slashing damage. And then a 23 with a dagger will also hit you for another 6 piercing reduced to 3.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Next up, this guy is like shit and fucks off. His crossbow is broken. Those of you over here who can still see him, he has pulled out his scimitar, but is like standing in front of the door. This
And the
individual moves over here, lines up on Spoot again, fires his crossbow with a 14 to hit. Spoot, you bring up your shield, no problem. You're like, screw you, guy.
Captain Turtle.
Captain Toy.
Okay, great. All right. Cool. Awesome. Do. Great. Adis, it is your turn.
Can I see how rough this individual is looking?
You can attempt a medicine check. Are you trained in medicine?
No.
Okay. At this distance, it's hard to tell. He's bleeding a lot. You know, he's got arrows in him. Looks like he was singed by a fire. Or no, he wasn't singed by fire, but he's definitely been slashed by an axe. And he's got a few arrows in him.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Just shoot him again. It's fine.
Yeah, go for it.
22.
22 will absolutely hit.
For 8 piercing, plus another 3 hunter's mark.
All right, yeah. You shoot him right through the chest, and he falls down dead.
Oh,
Yay!
So I just rolled a natural 20. Can I use that against somebody else? 'Cause I thought he was still alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I won't
I
let you.
was like,
But I won't
wow.
let you move your hunter's mark because you attacked before.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just shoot the one that shot me before, so I'll aim at the archer.
All right. Yep, you hit.
Please.
Ah,
6.
yeah.
All right.
Ah,
He takes 6 points of damage.
these are some terrible natural 20s. Can I now move my mark?
Yes. Where would you like to move it?
Wait, let me check. He is just in range, so I would like to move it to the archer.
All right.
And then
the
I'm
archer has a broken bow, right? That's the
no,
only broken-
the one
No.
next to your sphere.
Ah, okay.
He still hurts like a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to break
I'm
line
trying
of
to-
sight with him.
Trying desperately to set him on fire.
Okay. It is now the archer's turn. It's if he ends his turn, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. So his quarry is evading him at the moment. Yeah, you are like, yeah. He's annoyed with that.
I'm annoyed by almost half my health being gone after one arrow.
There.
He's
Yeah, I should probably be
going.
medicine checking Adis.
He's going to go
I'm
there.
fine.
I wonder you can't see him.
I know. I just imagine he runs by me like bleeding. I'm like, oh,
Oh, hey,
Need
that
some help?
guy. He's a lot squishier than Defect is.
Either way, he wanted to get away from the fireball, so he'd probably move back, is what he would do. and just re-target defect. So 2 attacks on defect, a 21 to hit.
Yep.
For 11 piercing damage reduced to 5. And he no longer has any of that left. And, oh, good thing it wasn't at advantage. Because that's a miss. Oh, wait. No. He didn't hit you the first time, actually. So,
Well, he did it.
so take those points back. I misread it. So both his attacks miss you, Adis.
Defect.
Defect, sorry.
It also misses Adis.
It also would miss Adis. Great. Defect. It is now your turn.
Gotta love those piercing arrows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack the guy next to me here.
Yeah. They actually are an agendered individual. They are not a guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, my apologies.
Guy is a gender neutral term.
It's just like,
That's
dude.
debatable.
A 13 will not hit. They do not agree with your assessment.
Second swing.
Oh no.
Oh no. And you were not raging. Or rather, you were not reckless.
No, not reckless.
So your axe slips. And you end up cutting yourself for 4 points of slashing damage.
Reduce it to?
No.
Ooh.
No.
You're not raging against yourself.
He's not raging against the machine.
That was indeed an
See
accident.
that?
Ah,
Accident.
good job, Matt. Okay. Greg. It is your turn.
Great. I am going to bonus action disengage and action dash.
Okay.
Get all the way over here
All right. Good to know.
and scream
Watch out.
to the door.
Watch out, there's another person.
Okay.
You can see.
All right. Something happens. Spoot, it's your turn.
Great. I am a little concerned about the one behind us now, but Greg has just provided a secondary target, so that's cool.
When you say cool,
I mean, I'm still concentrating, so
It's true.
I'm gonna move just past Greg, and also agree with Greg's statement of getting to the door. Move just past Greg to here. I see this guy. I see the archer guy, and I think I have 5 more feet of movement, correct? I would like to move. Wait a minute. I have 5 more feet. Hang on. Sorry. I'm doing some measurement. Okay, good. I'm gonna stand here.
Okay.
And
And what? What you got?
are you getting ready to just hit me with something? That's what it sounds like. I'm gonna drop Shield of Faith, and I'm gonna bring up Spirit Guardians.
All right. You all see the glorious turtles, spectral turtles, chow, flowing around Spoot.
oh no, some of them are on fire.
Don't hurt.
It is true.
Now they do more damage because they're on fire.
All right.
Oh no.
Olive, it is your turn.
Cool.
Unless you had anything else to do, Spoot.
No. Not
Okay.
no.
Cool. So what you got, Olive?
I'm going to come out from behind the shrub.
Ooh, all right.
I'm going to thorn whip
Ooh.
this individual.
Okay. 26
Who
will
is now
hit.
within range of that for a sad 2 piercing.
Double ones.
Yeah, yay 2d6.
Minimum
and,
damage.
Minimum damage. But hey, as a bonus action, I'm also going to take that sphere over next to them and whack them with it.
All right.
Flaming sphere hitting this the same individual.
Over there.
Yeah,
All right.
burn them.
They make a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and roll double nat ones.
Oh, so
Nice.
sad. They're on fire now.
Yeah, go ahead, roll that beautiful fire damage. All right.
That's nice.
8 fire damage. Well done. All right. Something happens. This individual moves down away from the fire thing, like all the way around to keep defect between it and the crazy fireball. And then it makes 2 scimitar attacks, or they make scimitar attacks. That's a 21 to hit for 7 slashing reduced to 3, and a 24 to hit for 9 reduced to 4. And then a dagger attack is a 10, so that misses you.
I bet my buddy's looking sad.
But you can't tell.
Quite possible.
Those
This guy over here sees Olive and fires
Ooh.
his crossbow at Olive. That's an 11 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Nice. Good job. This guy here is in your range, Spoot. Is it on your turn or his turn where your does damage?
I think it's when they first enter it and when they end their turn. I think.
Is that
Matt,
right?
you are muted.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is when they first enter it. So blah blah blah. When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Starts its turn.
Oh, starts.
Great. So he makes a dex save against your, or is it a wisdom save?
It is wisdom.
It is wisdom. Okay. He rolled a 6. So you can go ahead and do some turtle damage to him.
I will keep the previous roll that it did when I cast it, or should I reroll?
Just re-roll it because he does the. If you hit the spell, it should, or just roll the die. It's your choice.
Cool. It's actually a little higher.
All right. Your turtles swarm over him and pummel him to death. These radiant turtles
Yay,
just
turtles.
like swim into him, batting him with their shells and their flippers and their snapping turtlenecks, and then like some of them just little tiny ones like crawl into his mouth and then push out his eyeballs. It's really gross.
Holy cow!
Boot.
Yeah,
That
your
is-
turtles are not fucking around.
I'm gonna have a word with them after we kill everybody.
You just like line them all up and just start like reprimanding.
Have some stern
Listen,
words with
guys. PG 13.
We kill them nicely.
them. With necrotic damage.
No,
Oh,
it's
no, it's
radiant
radiant,
because
he's
I'm not
not
evil yet.
Yet.
Okay, Adis, it is your turn.
One morning we wake up and Spoot's a death cleric. I'm going to step out. And what is? Oh shit! Sweet. Not out of range. Going to pew pew that person, the one that's hunter's marked.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19 will absolutely hit.
8 piercing.
Okay.
And 5 hunter's mark.
Which is great. A total of 13.
12. 13.
Great.
Are they still awake before I roll again?
They are
Still
still
alive?
up. Yep, they are still up.
Okay. 23.
23 will hit.
Another 8 piercing with another 4 hunter's mark.
Wonderful. Good job. They are still standing.
And then
But the turtles are coming for them.
Indeed. They are amidst a mass of swirling turtles.
is this tree's trunk big enough for me to hide behind?
Which tree?
This one.
It's more of a
Grig were hiding
bush.
behind it before.
So
Oh,
yeah, you could
okay.
attempt to do so.
Well, I don't have an action to hide. I was just going to stand behind it for cover.
Yeah.
I will remain here then.
Okay. Cool. Great. So next up is our friendly neighborhood archer,
Mm-hmm.
who makes
by turtles.
he is being assaulted by turtles. So he makes a wisdom saving throw. Rolls an 11.
Correct. Turtles, I choose you.
Yep. Go ahead. Roll damage.
Okay. Separate roll. Here we go. Wait, it's like this. Oh my!
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Go turtles, go!
Next time, Jared's gonna be like, "We'll just keep the last roll."
No, you get to roll every time. That's the deal.
That's the fun.
Go turtles, go!
All right. Cool. Well, he absolutely like moves away, and
He survives that.
yeah, he did.
These guys are tough.
He's going to fire twice at Spoot. That's
Oh,
a
no.
that's a 24 to hit for
Oh, yeah.
7 points of piercing damage, and go ahead and make a con save.
Sorry, I'm trying to do the damage. It's not doing it.
Okay, that is a success on the save.
Close.
And then a 22 to hit for another 8
Mhm.
points of piercing damage. And I need you to make another con save.
Okay. Ooh.
No.
Oh, the spirit guardians vanish
Well,
as
crap.
your
We're
concentration
doomed, guys.
breaks.
that was my big plan.
We need to get you Warcaster.
More turtles. We need you to get more turtles.
Well, darn.
All right. Great. So we have made it to the top of a new round. And I think we need to pause there in our action. And we will have to come back to this next week.
Oh my.
At the start of the round.
Hit him.
Nope.
I just want to hit him.
Nope. You'll have to wait a full week to hit him.
Aw.
Meow.
Yep. It's that time. All right. So we will pick up here next week, where hopefully I will have figured out a new
New charging
new
port?
charging issue. I'm gonna have to look into that right away. But yeah, that's where we will end for tonight. On the brink of battle, waging a lovely, lovely, so far very successful attack procedure. So that's great.
You just don't know what the something something happens is.
No,
know.
you don't.
That's stressful.
No, that's the concerning part. Something keeps happening.
Yeah, there's stuff going on that you can't see. So we'll have to find out what that is.
Yep. We don't like that part. That's the
Yeah.
part we
How
don't
dare
like.
enemies off screen get actions?
I know. It's like they were warned somehow of your presence
Yeah, again,
and
paralyzed.
your arrival. But
I really
let's
thought I was muted for that. I apologize.
go around and say some goodbyes. Let's start with Matt, with Spoot.
Goodbye.
All right.
Thanks for
And-
watching.
Adis.
Thanks for watching, guys. At least we were a little bit more successful this week.
Yeah, you were very successful. And then over to Olive.
Meow.
Who let Olive turn back into a cat?
Okay. Over to
That form
Greg.
is actually banned for you now.
Oh.
It's my favorite.
Wait. Did we talk over you? Who's saying goodbye? Wait, what?
Greg, you can say goodbye.
Oh, that's me. Okay, bye. I'm not dead yet.
Very
Yay
cool.
for not dead yet.
Yeah, and Defect. Go for it.
Peace out, Cub Scouts.
Oh my god.
See you next week.
Okay,
Yes, I said it.
you did.
No.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I have been Jared. I am your dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. Please follow us
Continue to
on.
be Jared.
No, it's like, why are you not, Jared?
I don't know. I might have a whole nother life that you don't know about. Who knows?
I guess that's true.
But yeah, thank you all for joining us. Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Nuuli Forged. You can find us on Facebook at Nuuli Forged, and our YouTube channel, where you can find all of our previous episodes, is uploaded every Monday on that platform. So that's great. We're going to do a quick little raid to Dungeon Scrawlers. But, exciting news. Matt and I, our podcast, Mid-Level Adventurers, is returning on Monday with a brand new episode on combat encounters. So check that out wherever you find your podcast. It'll be a good one, I promise. But yeah, that has been it for us this evening. So thank you all very much. Hope to see you next week. Have a great night, and we'll see you then. Bye, everyone.